close skill matchup between these guys, so this should sure be an exciting close race.
Wow, you know what else is funny is the numbers in their name are 1 apart as well. It was fated to be.
Alright, so looks like the race has started here. We'll get the stream synced up in just a second. Shoutouts to Feasel, the man himself behind the scenes, and also want to give a shout out to Emma, who's going to be running the tracker tonight. And of course, my co-commentator Elminster here. Are you prepared?
About as prepared as I can be.
We're quite a pair, you and me.
Indeed.
Alright, no rupee advantage. We got a red potion already for these runners, so...
Yeah.
Safety already, and progression, sort of, that'll help him check the sick kid in Kakariko Village, as Chat has already astutely observed.
I wonder if, like, getting a potion right off the bat would make you accidentally use it at any point. You can't switch your item off it unless you get a bomb, which they'll be looking for. So
yeah, I think I've done that before. I've done it with Mirror before, like before rescuing Zelda. Although if you get Mirror and then you rescue Zelda and use Mirror, that's actually a nice shortcut.
yeah, it's if you haven't come across it before, it might be difficult to think of. Wulfy's killing a lot more guards than Jet is, trying to get that bomb drop. And Jet just getting getting a bomb drop from the bomb upgrade in the chest here.
Yep, still playing the old version where a capacity upgrade would actually give you a bomb for every 5 max that it increases.
Was that intentional? I was always confused as to why it did it for bombs and not for arrows.
Oh, it doesn't do it for arrows? I don't know. Maybe just to make it easier to the escape items on the way out. I don't know. But due to popular demand, the developers took that feature out. So if you're playing the current version of Randomizer, you will not get those. So we got a little high five here. Jet leaving the blue guard room.
The better version. Get out of here, Leo. Alright, so let's see that mirror in Zelda's chest so they can get out of here faster.
But don't accidentally use the potion. Ooh, we got the red guard on Wulfy's side there. Next slide, please. Or was that just on my end?
No, he's had internet issues throughout the tournament.
Okay.
He's Canadian, so that's probably why.
Huh. You Canadians.
Yeah, I know how that is. I was having some internet issues myself today. It was pretty bad.
But you don't even like maple syrup.
I don't. You weren't supposed to hear that.
Oops. Moose.
I didn't see what was in Zelda's chest, but it looked like nothing important. Oh, I think it was a rupee.
Yeah, I think it was a green rupee, yeah. 5 rupees? It was 5 green rupees.
5 green rupees.
Well, so what's worse? Accidentally using your potion early or accidentally using your bomb early? And having to farm another one.
Potion is just like whatever. It's like, if you're you know confident in your general combat, you really shouldn't die in the escape early game. Maybe if you go somewhere dangerous early game, like maybe if you go to Ice Rod Cave, you're dealing with all the crabs there, you might want it.
Yeah. But
definitely the bomb is a bigger deal. And not just because of anything that might, any of the 3 items that might be in the bombable wall at the end of the sewers, but the knowledge of what's there so that you don't have to worry about coming back later with Power Glove to check it.
That's a good point. Ever want to have that nagging sensation in the back of your mind there? Alright, no map yet. So we'll see if the map is behind the bombable wall. See if the runners remember to skip the sanctuary chest.
The logic prevents that. So the escape items, they're marked as requiring the power glove to access. So technically, according to the logic, getting them with the bomb here is a sequence break. So it's never going to be required. You're never going to be locked out permanently. Ooh, we have the hook shot in
nice, early
these
item.
chests and the
sugar cane. Ah, and there's the map. I was hoping the map would be in the sanctuary, because all it's good for is they can just tear it up. Thank you.
When this is what you get when push comes to shovel.
Alright, so already a couple safety items here, a red potion and a blue cane. Alright, red rupee in the sanctuary there.
They can't do too much with hookshot right off the bat, but once they get a glove or a flute, I think it's something that gets them access to Death Mountain. They'll instantly be able to use the hookshot to explore the east side.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Or even if they get, if they can't get hammer or gold glove to get into Village of Outcasts. Ooh, nice bomb pull.
Yeah, that is a good tree pull.
Hookshot would also give them access from the spot where you spawn after killing Aghanim over to the northwest side of Dark World. So, Quake. We do not yet know if that's required. Don't even know if Turtle Rock and Misery Mire are going to crystals, let alone require Quake to get in.
Yeah, medallions are such a wild card. If you see a medallion at a place like that, you never really know what to expect.
Yeah, not as bad as seeing Shovel or Mushroom there, I'd say.
But even if they're pendant dungeons, they could still have a required item inside them.
Oh, true. Bloomerang over at the
Ooh,
I guess patch there.
The shovel in the thief's little
Okay.
log.
Wulfy is opting to grab that Bloomerang. Hookshot already. It kind of devalues the Boomerang. Even more bomb pulls. Wow.
Boomerang would still let you hit the crystal switch in East Death Mountain if you happen to run out of bombs there. I think I would have grabbed it.
That's true. But Jet locking out, grabbing 15 bombs anyway. Wulfy did too, it's just that Jet's risk of not picking up the Bloomerang paid off. So with Bottle and Shovel, we'll be able to do almost a full clear of Kakariko Village here. The only thing they're missing is boots, but they can always check the library item.
Oh wow, is that the red cane I saw?
It is, yep.
Lines hideout. Alright, so they've got both canes already.
Alright, just enough rupees to check the bottle merchant as well.
Progressive canes. Yes. We'll go with that.
Would you deny an old man his walking stick?
Alright, so let's see what's in the well.
I'm gonna guess 5 items. One so far.
Vanilla heart piece.
I don't even know where the vanilla items are, like heart pieces and stuff. Another capacity upgrade for bombs.
Yeah.
Bombs to fill up that capacity. Good thing you didn't check them right to left.
Who does that anyways?
People that... Oh, I guess...
Another heart piece from the vendor.
One more heart piece and Jet will increase his life meter. Let's see if he leaves a snack for Simon Belmont here. Jet doesn't usually take the risk. There's a very small chance you can lock. Oh!
Flute and the Cocoa Shack. So that's gonna let them get to Death Mountain.
Oh yeah.
Why is he going? Oh, he's going straight up out of there to activate Swag Duck.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to forget.
Oh yeah, they have both the shovel and the flute. I hope they remember that they still have the shovel and they still want to check an item at the Haunted Grove.
Right, instead of fluting right out of the race game. Yeah.
Or even like sometimes if I have both items, I'll forget that I ever picked up the first one.
So many bomb upgrades.
I've had some disasters with getting the shovel after the flute and then forgetting I ever had the flute and not being able to progress.
Oh no, not being able to. Alright, so plenty of locations open to these runners, and oh, 5, was that blue 5-3, I think?
Is that silver arrows in the library? I think it was.
I was trying to look at the. It is silver arrows in the library.
They're probably gonna want to go back for that.
Yeah, it's a decent time save. Even having to go all the way back here once they grab the boots.
Assuming they find the boots, because we don't actually know if they're gonna find them. It's not really a guarantee.
That's true. The boots could be buried in a pendant dungeon that they don't want to go into.
And Haunted Grove has the bow.
Well then.
Bow and silver is very close to each other.
D is for digging, I guess.
Alright, Jet equipping hookshot so you can hookshot through the block, and oh wow, he got shoved out of it.
Not too much of a time loss. I mean, well, over not trying, I mean.
I guess, yeah.
He's gotta go in there twice if he, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, Wulfy, this is gonna put Wulfy ahead, I think, or put him really close. Nah, Jet's still ahead, never mind.
That did put them a lot closer, though.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently we had a map check.
Yeah, I believe it was Blue Pendant 5 and 3 in that order. Eastern Palace, Desert Tower of Hera.
Oh, that's what you were referencing. Yeah, I totally missed that.
No worries.
I thought you were talking about there was a blue in a chest or something.
Yeah, a blue rupee, a 5 rupee, and a 3 rupee.
A 3 rupee. Hey, who just passed me a $3 bill?
A $3 bill, you crazy kid. And your counterintuitive currency.
Oh, we actually used to have $2 bills a long time ago.
We still have $2 bills in America. I still see them once in a while. We haven't gotten rid of them all yet.
Oh,
We've been trying for like 100 years. They're still floating around. Alright, Jet opts not to check Ice Cave. We'll see if Wolf does. He might even flute over there. Yeah, he is going to do it.
Yeah, not a bad decision. Ice Rod Cave is pretty isolated. So having the flute definitely lets you check it a lot faster. But also it lets you not have to worry about having to check it quite now while you're in the area.
Yeah, I think that's where Jet's coming from. I can come here anytime. It's not going to take any more or less time since I've got flute. Just a piece of fart.
Okay, so Jet finding the power glove from the old man on Death Mountain. So flute was required to get to this point. Unless
Titan's Bit shows up somewhere else, but yeah. So yeah, it's just a frozen heart for Wulfy.
If Titan's Mid shows up somewhere else that's already accessible, then free seed.
Yeah, I mean, you do realize who's running, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, mushroom. He won't be able to grab that without the mirror. Who knows if he'll need it. Oh, and then speak of the boots. So Jet, actually, I imagine he is going to go over to Ice Cave at some point relatively soon. Now that he's got boots, that's going to be a quicker trek for him than it was for Wolfie. Wolfie's doing a little sequence break here with the fake flippers. We'll see what he gets from Hobo.
Or maybe not.
It's dark under that bridge, man.
Oh, okay, he's got the powder.
Powder, okay. Good safety. We'll unlock one item later on. You're gonna need either hammer or gold glove, pearl, mirror. One of those combos. Alright, Jet is gonna go ahead and check out East Death Mountain. We'll be happy to have those boots when he gets to Spiral Cave.
Yep, for sure. Although I can't really agree with the decision to like leave Spiral Cave alone just because you don't have the boots. It's always just, it seems like it'd just be there in my mind. Like, what if something is important? Something important is there, like the book.
It's right there. It's not like you're gonna be any closer to it later on in the run. Unless maybe you come back to Dark World Death Mountain and have the mirror.
Alright, so let's see what he finds in...
I'm gonna say Moon Pearl. Moon Pearl's always in here.
I'm gonna say book. Oh wow, the cape. Okay, so that opens up the pyramid spot for possibly the Moon Pearl could be there, and he'd have to go all the way to Aghanim and kill him.
That's true. Yeah, that cape gives him access to Aghanim, like you said.
Wolfie about to pick up the boots. Oh, is that
Ice Rod?
I think that's the Ice Rod.
It is Ice Rod.
I wasn't
very
sure
conveniently placed, honestly.
So, we don't know if Turtle Rock is a crystal yet, but if it is, then they're gonna need the mirror to get to that as well.
Oh, that's true. That will be one of the couple things that actually requires mirror.
Lamp in Spiral Cave. That's a great find. Not having to deal with dark rooms and having a fire source.
Yeah. But he won't be able to go into Hera to use the fire source just yet. So here, Jet is going to find his frozen heart.
Yeah.
The runners will need either mirror or hammer at this point to get in the Tower of Hera.
Yeah, and they still can't access the desert, which is the other area that they could use a fire source at. They need either book or Titan's Mitt and mirror for that.
What do you think about checking out Zora?
I don't like it at this point just because of having to farm rupees.
Not without checking out Eastern first.
Eastern or at least Sahasralas.
Jet's gonna get the powder here.
Yeah. I honestly think at this point the cape would kind of point me towards Aga. I would probably check that before.
He's having some trouble with his fake flippering here. There he goes.
And we already know Quake is at Lumberjack, and we don't know if Quake's required, but there's definitely a possibility. Much more of a possibility than needing to get something like rupees or bombs down there.
Yeah, the other thing is, it might also require Aghanim just to get into the Dark World if the Gold Glove and the Hammer don't show up anywhere soon.
Yeah, so we could see there are a bunch of things we could see at the pyramid actually.
Yep. So Wolfie,
I definitely expect something good to be there, just because like the Moon Pearl could be there, and in that case they could go up.
yep, with the hook shot. Yep.
Yeah, hook shot across the river. They had power gloves; they can lift the rock to access
fire rod on the desert ledge. Can't get it yet, but good knowledge. So yeah, Wolfie just grabbed the lantern. Wolfie just grabbed the lantern, which lights torches in this game, and Jet082 just got the powder, which might light torches in a certain other Zelda game.
Oh, Sahasra's hut. Blue male, 70 rupees.
A vanilla 50 rupees.
Blue mail is really nice to have this early on, or any mail upgrade really.
Especially with only 5 hearts, yeah.
Yep.
Well, Wolfie's got 6. He did pick up that 1 piece of heart in the dam that Jet skipped. So it looks like Wolfie wanted to go over to check Sahasra, but then didn't. I didn't see what he got from Aegina's cave. Oh, he's gonna check Flanctuary.
Jet's going to Eastern. I don't know how I feel about this.
I think he wants to farm up those rupees. And it's 3 items. He's got the bow, so he'll be able to get all 3, even if one of them's behind Armos.
That's true. It's not but it's not green pendant, and
that's 1 down, 2 to go for items in Eastern Palace for Jet there. Use a randomizer strat here with the hook shot. Skip a couple rooms. Skip 1 room, I guess.
I still think with the way that the items are set up now and the V18 logic, that there's such a high chance of the pyramid having a key item that I would just go straight to Aga at this point.
Do you know the algorithm that places the items, or?
I only know what people have been saying about V18 and why the logic was fixed. But I do know that that obviously when new locations open up, like single locations open up, due to an item, there's a high chance of...
if you guys are just joining in and haven't had a chance to catch any of these races yet, what we're playing right here is A Link to the Past Randomizer. So this is the same exact map and enemies and stuff laid out from the original A Link to the Past on Super Nintendo. The only thing that's been changed around are the items. They're still in the same locations. Like, the locations are the same, but the items in each location are mixed up. So these runners are going to have to use their wits and figure out which items lead to which spaces. And their end goal is to collect all 7 crystals from 7 of the 10 dungeons. Grab Ganon's tower. Grab the crystals, head into Ganon's tower, and defeat Ganon to save Hyrule.
Speaking of runners using their wits, I really like that Canterbury strat that Wolfie just used to dash through the cannonballs in Eastern.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen that before. I'm sure somebody has done it, but I haven't seen it.
He actually had Cape too. Although, if he's going to keep it on for an extended period of time, I guess Cane of Brian saves mana overall.
Yeah, it uses less magic, and it also... Cane has that dumb thing where you have to wait a second and a half after switching to it to be able to activate it. And I don't think the Cane of Birna has that.
How is that why... Oh! It's the button for a second. Is that why sometimes I die in Birna Spike Cave?
Yeah, probably.
Dang. Alright, Jet's gonna go ahead and finish up here, fight Armos Knight for the blue pendant, and who knows, pedestal could be required.
Yeah, so interesting, he didn't get the rupees in the dark room, so that I guess that wasn't on his mind when he decided to come here.
Huh, that's true. But he's at about 300 now.
They haven't found anything useful in Eastern so far, I don't think. Oh, I stand corrected.
Flippers.
Flippers.
Maybe Jet wishes to head over to Zora's domain now, and wishes he picked up those rupees. But that officially unlocks the powder that these runners have already grabbed. And it will be required either for the ledge item in Zora's domain or to get into Swamp Palace. It's technically required for Ice Palace, but you can glitch into that too. And Wolfie is gonna go into the treasure room here.
I believe it's also required for the island item.
Oh, Lake Hylia Island.
Lake Hylia Island. I might be wrong about that, I don't remember.
I believe you're correct.
I think it is required unless you do the surfing bunny glitch. The island item is a red rupee. Okay, it's the Death Mountain Island that had the ice rod.
Yep, right next to Turtle Rock. The only place where you need it.
I knew one of the islands had something good. Alright, we're finally gonna see what item is in Agina's cave.
Yeah, I don't know if we got that slide on Wolfie's side. Oh,
no, we did not. It was just a blue rupee. I don't think I saw Wolfie go to desert yet. So he doesn't know that the fire rod is on the ledge.
No, Wolfie did go there before Flanktuary, actually.
Oh, he did, okay.
Alright, Jet's gonna grab him some silver arrows, it looks like. He might think these silver arrows will come in handy at Aghanim Tower.
Aghanim Tower.
Or Aghanim's Tower. Some old man, I don't know, wearing green. Everything's so green in this game.
That'd be quite the surprise in an entrance shuffle seed. Going to Aghanim's cave and there's a tower there instead.
Oh. And Wolfie's farming up for Zora here, and Jet's heading on over to Aghanim. We'll see which of these strats pays off. He's gonna have to take... He'll be 7 short after this trip. We'll see if he comes back in or tries to get his 7 rupees elsewise. He's got boomerang and hookshot. He could farm guys for him, but no.
My money is still on pyramid item.
Well, Wolfie literally has money on Zora right now.
Oh, these silver arrows are pretty very useful. Aghanim's Tower.
Yeah.
Taking care of those ball and jam cards right away.
Wolfie's...
So they're actually a huge pain with only the fighter sword.
Oh, the ball and chain guards? Yeah. No shortage of items to freeze them, but still a lot of, was it 8 hits? Or, that's the one guarding Zelda, those ones are more, aren't they? Alright, we can see we got here. 2 items for Wolfie. Zora Ledge is...
Okay.
Gold Glove! Hey, guess what, guys? Flute wasn't required. Get up Death Mountain. Because the D was in the digging spot.
Right, okay, yeah.
And which led the flute, or which led the...
Oh, wow.
Flippers.
The book as well. Alright, so either of these... Well, actually, no. Now he can get into desert. He'd still need the mirror in addition to the Titans to access desert the back way.
Yeah. It looks like Zora is waterlogged.
Yeah, so Aghanim may not be required.
Yeah, this is at least Fire Rod for Wolfie. And Gold Glove, well, without Moon Pearl, won't give him access to a whole lot.
Well, Titans has opened up King's Tomb, which he's going to right now. The Butter Sword, oh wow.
Okay, well. Now if he has to go to Aghanim's tower anyway, he'll have Butter Sword for it.
That's pretty crazy.
Okay, is he going for the silver arrow? Oh, he got told on! Oh, man. That lady looks like Anju from Jorah's Mask, or the Cuckoo lady.
She kinda does. He got told on for brandishing his stick of butter and not sharing with the rest of the class.
Alright, so he's at least going to grab the fire rod here. This will be a full clear of Desert Palace, which is Crystal 5, so whether or not Aghanim is required, Wulfy is making some progress here with Desert Palace.
I did say I would have gone to Ag instead. I still think that's a respectable play.
Look how much Wulfy's gotten already. Book, butter, gold glove, key.
And that was 20 rupees, wow. Pyramid had nothing good.
Well, could still need Quake. Now Jet's gotta farm up those rupees.
Could still need Quake.
So this puts Jet considerably behind unless that Quake medallion is required, then we'll catch a little bit back up. His overworld's going to be more difficult too.
That could tip things in an instant from our end, if we see that. Wow, Wulfy fighting the mirror in Desert Palace.
How convenient, right when he wants to use it.
Yeah, so that means Book was required to get in.
That's true. Mirror would be the other item you'd need to get in, yeah. This also opens up Checkerboard Cave, one of the few sort of Dark World-ish type locations that you don't need Moon Pearl to check.
That's a very deceptive location, especially finding Moon Pearl there.
Who would ever put Moon Pearl in Checkerboard Cave?
Who would ever put Moon Pearl in Checkerboard Cave on purpose?
That's
my question. Or on purpose.
His name starts with a W and rhymes with Ms. Discord. Or Disrobe.
I'm not sure what you were going for there.
His name starts with a W and rhymes with Disrobe.
Alright, Wulfy able to pick up the fire rod from the desert ledge.
Yep, and that's a really good item to have against Land Mola, but perhaps not as good as Butter Sword.
Not as good as Silver Arrows either.
Okay.
It's actually, you're in kind of a tough spot, wanting to use it on Land Molas in Desert Palace if, depending on your items, but, since you have to light the torches, you're going to use magic on that. If you're using Fire Rod to speed that up, then you're going to have fewer shots left. Alright, Jet over at Zora's, he's picking up his book, he's picking up his Titan's Mitt. Interested to see where he goes next. I wonder if he'll go straight for King's Tomb, where Butter Sword is, since he knows that that's like one of the few Light World locations that Titan's Mitt specifically opens up.
Yeah, he probably will.
Sanctuary, so he probably is going.
Yeah, this is the best time since you have to save and quit. The save and quit is the faster way out of Zora's domain. Bottle from Land Mola's. Save and quit's the faster way out of Zora's domain, right? So while you're save and quitting, that's going to be the only time where you can warp to Sanctuary. Because you have Flute, you're not going to be doing a lot of save and quitting.
Yeah, that's true. Sanctuary and surrounding area is actually pretty isolated from all the Flute locations.
Alright, looks like Moon Pearl's gonna be in Checkerboard Cave. That's what Wolfie's thinking anyway. Equip the mirror early in case he has to mirror dodge these murder dactyls.
At least these guys have blue mail, so they can take one more hit.
And rabbits wear blue mail?
They can on certain occasions. I have not found out what those occasions are. I think maybe like if you open the map when you're a
Looks
bunny.
like Balbamos from Misery Mire. Well, okay, Red Rupee there. So where's Moon Pearl, guys?
It's totally in Super Bunny Cave.
Ether Tablet! Put it at Ether Tablet. It can't be in Super Bunny Cave. Ether Tablet or Tower of Hera. That's where the mirror can be leading them. Ether Tablet / Tower. It could be Vanilla Moon Pearl, actually.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Forgot that mirror does
Nobody's
something other than give access to Checkerboard Cave.
Nobody's gone into
Oh, it could also be at the witches.
it could be at the Magic Bat. Oh wait, no, it can't. They need
unless they find Hammer, it could be, but yeah.
No, it can't be a Magic Bat.
Right.
Yeah, unless they find the hammer, because they can't lift the rocks as a bunny.
Yeah, you actually can't even get out of the little square that the teleporter is in.
Oh yeah, that's true. Keep forgetting little details
Moon
like that.
Pearl. Ether Bubblegum. Or Jawbreaker. And Tower of Hera is a crystal, so let's finish this up. Why not? Says wulfy83.
Alright, Wolfie finding the big key, which is nice, because he might not have to go down and check the basement item. If he finds the 2 items in Tower of Hera,
right, that would leave map or
up.
compass to be in the basement.
Yeah, that would rule out the basement item.
Yeah,
That's always what you're hoping for when you're searching this dungeon.
It's kind of nice, but it's the same amount of time for all the runners, so if you're going for a shorter time, it's better, but...
Well, then it's like, you have a decision to make, because you can make a decision to just be like, oh, screw it, I'm not going to check the basement item and just hope it's something useless. I did see a rupee there, I didn't see what was in the other chest.
Thought I saw a map somewhere. Alright, so once Jet finishes up Desert, I wonder if he'll do Checkerboard Cave first, or if he'll head up to Death Mountain. He's actually opting for Fire Rod strats against Lanmola here. Oh, and it's a crystal! I didn't see what Moldorm dropped.
I didn't see it either, even though I was just looking at it.
Alright, well, I guess it was Compass. Or no, yeah, he goes back in.
It was a sword.
Ah, okay.
Either so master or tempered.
If you don't remember how many items you've gotten out of a dungeon, you can always bring up your map and check to see if or you can always bring up your start screen and see if you've grabbed the map and compass. That will clue you in on whether or not you need to find something still. Wolfie sees he's missing the compass and determines that that is in the basement. And Jet skipping Checkerboard Cave, so do Tower of Hera here, and make sure you keep your eyes on Wolfie's screen for in just a minute, because he will be checking the medallion requirement for Turtle Rock, I assume.
Switch into mirror to erase the second set of blocks, so he doesn't have to rely on the hookshot trick there. That hookshot trick for the second one's kind of finicky. Oh wow, the other sword upgrade. So
Regressive swords.
Regressive swords. We found all the swords now. So Jet is probably leaving Checkerboard Cave until when he possibly finds the Moon Pearl somewhere else, like an Ether Tablet.
Oh, is that Bamos? Boring. That's pretty bad news for Jet.
Did we see what the Meyer requirement was?
Meyer was also Bamos. I hate it when they're the same thing.
Yeah.
I hate 1 out of 3 seeds. Automatically.
I was hoping Quake would come into play, but it will not at all.
Wolfie's screen's going caca cuckoo here. I didn't see what was in half these chests. Well, he's gonna go ahead and grab Ice Rod while he's already inside this cave. I'm guessing he checked his map to see that Turtle Rock was a crystal. Oh, we have that information all on the tracker, okay.
Yep. Yep, I just filled it in already.
Thank you. Make sure you give a follow to our tracker lady, Emmatron. Emmatatron. I don't know how to say her name. Emmatatron? Anyway, you're the best.
She is the Tatron saint of the trackers.
Emma's the best tracker because of that one time I was doing commentary and the tracker reset like 5 times and Emma fixed it every time. Yeah. Also make sure you give her a follow to the runners here, wulfy83 and Jet082. Putting in a lot of work for you guys here, lots of practice to put on a good show for us. And in case you're just tuning in, what you're watching right now is A Link to the Past Randomizer. Same locations, same mazes, same enemies as the original Legend of Zelda A Link to the Past that you've come to know and love from Super Nintendo. Only difference is that the items have been shuffled around. The goal's the same though. Get 7 crystals, open up Ganon's Tower, and save Hyrule. And Ice Ride is on Mountain Island, that is correct.
I'm curious if Wolfie's gonna go into Thieves Town, considering it's a pendant dungeon.
It's a green pendant.
It is a green pendant.
I don't know if I want to go in there without Hammer in any day of the week. Maybe we'll see him check the first 4 items. One of which is always a big key.
That's something... I feel like people are kind of 50-50 on that. Like, there's a camp of people that will always check the first 4 items in Thieves Town, even if it's a pendant. And then there's a camp of people that will just kind of ignore it.
We're having some pedestal hype Bamos guesses in chat here. Pretty much the... Let's see. Yeah, pendant and Eastern they've got already. I'm wondering... Ice Palace is a pendant. That rules out Hammer being on the pedestal, unfortunately. So it looks like it's Bamos or bust for pedestal here.
My money's on Bamos being at next to Meyer.
I've had a lot of times where I would get the medallion for Meyer right inside that little cave. The ooh, bug net. That was one of the items I wasn't able to see on Wolfie's restream here. Alright, can't do the hammer peg game here, but he'll be able to return to the dwarf here. He'll be able to check Batcave as well.
Yep, unfortunately he'll have to sacrifice his mirror spot to do so.
Right, and that would mean having to go back up to the teleporter if he wants to wrap around the hype cave.
We have ourselves some bombsmiths. I feel like they should maybe be reported to the authorities, but it's for another day.
I always think of the Dwarven Demolition Team from Warcraft 2.
Oh, Oh, okay, the hammer is beside Meyer.
Oh, that's a nice find for Jet there. That's basically every required item except for Bombos for Jet. I mean, and then Ice Rod, which... Did he not pick up? He had to have seen it. So that, fortunately, that'll allow Jet to go into Palace of Darkness. And it'll give him easier access to Hype Cave. And it'll allow him to finish Swamp Palace.
I didn't see Jet pick up Ice Rod.
He must know it's there, though. He's probably just wants to pick it up on his way in. Hope he remembers.
I don't understand why you would do that though. If you're already in the Hookshot Cave, maybe he just forgot and might realize after.
Gary's got the Bloodarang. Gary's wife packed him some chili peppers for lunch.
So now what I'm wondering is, when is Wolfie going to go back to the Mire area to find the hammer? Since he's already checked Checkerboard Cave, he might be less inclined to flute back there.
True.
Especially without, like, unless he finds Bombos sometime soon. Might not feel like going back there.
How about a vanilla Bombos?
Vanilla Bombos. I feel like Bombos Tablet is a frequently passed up spot.
That's what makes it so great.
Especially if you don't have Hammer.
Right, because you have to walk down from the Village of Outcasts warp.
Jet.
Another randomizer strat.
Samaria. That's a great strat to not have to deal with pushing the statue in that room. I hate that room.
Yeah, I always tend to just go and kill the Gibdos. Makes it a little easier. Alright, so Wolfie's gonna check Hype Cave here.
There isn't too much left to find in Hype Cave.
Quarter Magic. Pretty cool.
Yeah, but it doesn't open up anything. Well, Hype Cave was definitely a bomb.
Ha! Yeah, Hype Cave blew it this time. Jet opening the wrong curtain. That has not been randomized, Jet. It's always the middle one. So did Wolfie forget what was on Hylia? Oh, you can swim over to Pod without killing.
You know, Elminster used to hold magic users in high contempt.
Wait. I might have to fix my tracker after seeing that move from Wolfie here. Uh-oh. I didn't know you could use flippers to bypass those hammer pegs.
Oh, really? To get to Pyramid and...
No, you know what? I've thought about this before. I'm good. Because... I am. Okay, I'm good. Because what allows this is having Gold Glove and Flippers, and I assumed using Gold Glove and Flippers to swim in from the top side, so it's the same. Alright, we're good. Only bugs with the tracker are the ones that I've already had for a while.
Which are...
So the Bumper Cave, the one that you use Cape to get past the bumper, actually requires Glove. Something that I neglected to include in the code, but there are very few situations where you can actually get to that area in the overworld without Glove anyway. And then, of course, if you have Book, the Master Sword pedestal should be yellow instead of red, but it's in the tooltip, so that one's not too big a deal.
₹50 at the Bumper Cave. Wulfy about to check catfish right out of the way location.
Maybe you'll get a chocolate medallion here. Watch it be ether.
Maybe he'll get a blueberry coin.
Ew. Blueberry.
I know, right? Gross.
Not as good as lemon flavor.
Not as good as pears.
Pear's only worth 1 though. Looks like Jet's gonna check catfish here. Wulfy a little stuck.
Oh, Jet's gonna be disappointed.
Well, he'll be able to go into pod though. I mean, Wulfy's able to go into pod as well, he just wouldn't be able to clear it. Yep. Wulfy's checking Bumper Cave, it looks like.
I'm surprised Jet is actually checking so much overworld right now. He's got the ability to do pod, and
swamp, and well, he doesn't want to do ice palace. I mean, yeah, he did.
Pod and swamp are the big ones since they're crystals.
Even Thieves Town.
Yeah, but like the thing is, he has the hammer and he's got the Titan's mitt, so he's got a lot of Dark World accessibility. He doesn't have to worry about staying.
Here we go.
Like Wulfy does. Oh, that's right. He doesn't have rupees to get into pod.
Oh. Well, I think he realizes it.
I guess even more regrets from not picking up the rupees in the Dark Room in Eastern.
Yikes. Okay, he figured it out before he got over there.
Yeah, he realized.
Yeah. What he should do is leave that portal there, I think. And then come back to it. Well, that wasn't a good spot for it.
Well, how would you get back there? You'd probably just loot to 5 anyways.
Yeah.
There's a portal right there. It's not gonna do much good, I don't think. Hammer was in the
Meyer hut
next to Meyer.
Yeah, Meyer mansion.
It's not much of a mansion.
Yeah, but it starts with an M. Wulfy forgot he's got red cane.
I like Mired Mud Hut.
Mired Mud Hut. Jet exploiting an old glitch in the randomizer. Don't try this at home.
He got the cane so early though, he probably just forgot he had it.
Wow, 200 rupees that trip. There, now he can drop Kiki 19 times for messing up. Alrighty.
I like how that's the measurement. Dropping Kiki. It's a unit of currency.
Yeah.
Just like Ganon Falls is a unit of time at the end of the game.
Yeah. Monkey droppings. Each monkey dropping is worth 10 rupees. Sorry. Couldn't get through that without laughing. Each one's worth 10. Well, it's not... It's hard to say until we find out where Quake is.
You mean Balmos?
Yeah, Bombos. We know where Quake is.
We know where Quake is. Unfortunately, useless.
There's all the rupees Jet needed. Oh boy.
Wow. Very colorful game.
It root.
I do think there's a decent chance Balmos is deep in Ice Palace. Saw somebody in the chat mention that. I feel like we've seen a required medallion deep in Pendant Ice Palace quite a few times during the tournament.
Hey, Jet finished Mothula. I don't think Jet checked the pedestal though, did he?
No, he didn't.
Oh boy. Let's go, Wolfie. Imagine it is Bombos and Wolf. That would be huge knowledge for Wolfie.
That would, yeah, that would probably tip this race even more. Unfortunately, it's just couch cash.
Swift Rage. Fairy Bottle. Not even going to get the Fairy Bottle. Wow.
Oh, he changed his mind.
What a cheater.
I think he saw the bottle first and was like, oh, I don't need that. And then he saw the fairy and was like, oh, I think maybe I want that.
Yeah. It might have been faster to catch one, though, in Turtle Rock or something, than go through the extra 2 door transitions at that point.
Maybe. But that requires an extra menu, and we know how randomizer menus are.
Oh, Wolfie's gonna head into Pendant Thieves Town. No hammer for him. Now what if Bombos is in the big chest? Thieves Town.
It could be pretty much anywhere outside of Mizurmire or Turtle Rock.
Yeah. And like you and Chad have mentioned, could also be an Ice Palace since the runners have Fire Rod already. I'm so surprised that Jet went to farm up those rupees for Palace of Darkness and hasn't gone back over there yet.
Yeah, he's continuing to do overworld stuff, which Palace of Darkness is a required dungeon. It's also Crystal. Was it Crystal 6?
Yeah.
So just given the amount of accessibility he has with the Dark World right now, I feel like it's a mistake to not go there at this point.
So Jet's gonna drop off the lunchbox to Gary and get the sriracha sauce. We'll see if he checks Bombos' tablet. Could have a vanilla Bombos here. That would be good for Jet. So here's the new thing we're doing. That purple box is Gary's lunchbox, right? So whatever item's in there has to be something from lunch. And I figure the red boomerang looks kind of like a chili pepper or something. It's the closest food item that it looks like.
Interesting. I feel like that could have some disgusting results on some other seeds.
What, the food?
Yeah. Like maybe the shovel being the shovel.
Can't eat that. Jet's heading over into the Mech Cave before returning Gary's lunchbox.
When you just said you can't eat that, it reminded me of some text-based RPGs that I played, where you just like you type stuff in and explore, and the game gives you options, and you're just like,
you can't get ye flask, and you just have to sit there wondering why in the world can you not get ye flask. Thy Dungeon, you guys should go play it. I wonder if there are speedruns of Thy Dungeon Man on speedrun.com, you think?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
I've actually gone on there and seen some Flash games with speedruns. I actually wanted to do a speedrun of Stinko Man, but it only has, it's not complete. I say yeah, like they're ever gonna finish making it. It has 9 levels though, so you could just do a world 1 through 9%.
I don't see you having a bright future. Thanks, Blind. I appreciate the foretelling.
300 rupees! More rupees for Jet. Unbelievable. Alright, Ether. Well, thanks for playing. Take a copy of our home version. Okay, so wrong medallion for Wulfy, but hey, who knows? That green pendant could turn into spiral coin.
No, the new versions are getting some good blind puns, but it's just that since we've been in version 18 for the entire tournament, we're getting the same old recycled ones at this point.
Yeah, it's up to the runners. Once there's a unanimous vote from the runners to switch versions, that's when they're going to do it. Otherwise, they're going to stick to version 18. Oh, Wulfy's going to grab the hammer now. Jet finally going to head back on into Pot of Darkness. Now we already know that the Spiral Coin, which is required for Mire and Turtle Rock, was not in Thieves Town unless it's in the big chest or it's the Sriracha medallion.
Oh, it could be. If it is at Sriracha, that's gonna be pretty bad for Jet. Basically, if Wulfy had found Bombos already at somewhere that didn't require the hammer, then that was probably gonna be a problem for Jet, because now, like, ever since Jet's had hammer, he's had all this stuff opened up that he can do.
Right. And Wulfy is actually going to head straight over to Pod with his hammer, and he's got enough rupees to drop Kiki 9 times and still get in. So if you guys are just tuning in here and you're wondering what's going on, this looks kind of like a Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, but not as I remember it. Well, that's because this is Link to the Past Randomizer. All of the overworld and dungeon maps and enemies are all the same, only the items have been swapped among each other. So the runners are going to have to find enough items to beat the 7 crystal dungeons, collect 7 crystals, open up Ganon's Tower, defeat the end boss, and save Hyrule. And as it is right now, the runners are tied in items. And Sahasrahla only having 3 bombs, so no bombos for either of these runners yet. That is the one item that stands between the runners and victory. As far as dungeon completion goes, I mean, Jet's a couple of rooms in the pod. That's the advantage that he has right now. He's also checked more overworld items, but no bombos.
Yeah, he's checked a lot of overworld stuff. That's a pretty big advantage in of itself, since Wulfy only recently acquired the hammer. That advantage is going to go away if Bombos is in pod.
The advantage may stand if Bombos ends up deep in Ice Palace, though.
It depends where Wulfy goes if he decides to check all the overworld locations he's got open, or Ice Palace. Which I'm sure he would do a lot of overworld stuff before going out to Pendant Ice Palace, actually.
Actually, the overworld checks could be a huge advantage for Jet if Bombos turns out in the big chest in Thieves Town. Because you're going to head back into there. I didn't catch if Wulfy grabbed the map and compass in Thieves Town, unfortunately.
I didn't either. Should have paid attention to that.
I was counting on you, Elm.
Oh, well, I don't have numbers in my name anymore, so I don't think that's wise.
Elminster real-time attack. What was the 45 anyway? Is that your birthday?
No, okay, it was actually Elminster's challenge rating back in version 3.0 of Dungeons and Dragons.
There's a 45 challenge rating, like double epic?
Yeah.
Wow. Guy must have been pretty hardcore.
It was actually reduced to 39 and 3.5, I think.
Only 39. What is Elminster? Is he like a demigod? I have Monster Manual and Monster Manual 2, and I've rifled through plenty of appendices, but I do not remember an Elminster.
He's from the Forgotten Realms campaign setting, so.
No wonder I didn't remember it.
He's a chosen of Mystra, the goddess of magic Mystra, which does make him immortal. So he's over 1,000 years old, and he's got 24 levels in Wizard, 5 in Archmage.
Learning a little bit about my good friend Elminster here,
and like a tiny amounts of levels and like a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, that multi-class XP penalty is really gonna kick him in the butt later.
He's had 1,000 years to make up for it, so I think he's doing just fine. Anyways,
maybe he's got one as a favorite class.
Oh yeah, Wizard is his favorite class. So it is his favorite class. So the 24 doesn't count against it, and he's got what was it?
What do you think the challenge rating of Ganon would be?
Oh,
well, so let's talk about Link to the Past here. What would, if Ganon were in Dungeons and Dragons? What class would he be?
Well, what class or what challenge rating?
Well, I think he'd be Sorcerer.
He's got the fire bats. But he also throws this giant trident, and sorcerers I don't think are proficient with tridents.
I mean, you just take a feat for that. Alright, Jet's heading on into Helmasaur King. We have not yet found Bamos Medallion. That's the one item separating both of these runners from Go Mode. Or each of these runners. Butter Sword should make this fight smooth. Smooth as ice. Oh, bad fireball. Alright, what's it gonna be? Bloopy.
A blue rupee. Or a bloopy, as they say in Crossland.
Crossland. Across the lands. You're in Percival. Everyone say hi to my pun mentor, Elminster. I'm a mere imperster when it's you compare me to him. Alright, where's that?
More of an impersonator.
Alright, is Jet going to... So he's going to do Swamp. Swamp's a crystal dungeon, and it's got 6 items. That's a good call.
It could also be going for Fat Fairy.
Oh, true that. And he's killed Aghanim, so he's got the shortcut.
Yeah, so let's see if he goes up or down. Oh, he's going right, so I think that means he's going to the bomb shot. I'd say that's a good call, because any measure you can take at this point to possibly not have to check all of Swamp Palace would be great.
And this won't take him too long, and it's 2 spots.
Yeah, Swamp's probably the dungeon with the largest amount of time difference between being in Go mode and not being in Go mode, having to check all the chests.
Yeah, Swamp's a big one. Ice Palace another big one, which is a pendant this time anyway, so there's no being in Ice Palace and being in Go mode. But there's no entering Ice Palace if you're already in Go mode, I should say. Because you could be in Ice Palace, enter Go mode, and still be there before you leave.
I definitely would stay away from Ice Palace until exhausting all the crystals at this point.
Alright, let's see what Fat Fairy's got for us. Blah. Cheapskate. And Wolfie, oh, if Wolfie goes straight to Swamp, we're gonna have some sync here. But again, if Wolfie checks Fat Fairy first, then... So you think it's gonna be in the Alucard chest?
I actually don't know which chest it is. I haven't raced with you guys enough.
That's the first. That's it, where Alucard always looks for the hammer. Oh, Wolfie's gonna check Vamos first. Yeah, again, those couple of overworld items that Jet has checked that Wolfie hasn't. That's where this advantage is coming into play. The Alucard chest is the, I guess technically second chest in Swamp Palace. The first one's always a small key. It's the one behind the bombable wall.
Right. Yeah, it sounds like something Alucard would do.
Yeah.
I am still curious as to why Jet didn't pick up. Why Jet didn't pick up Ice Rod while he was in Hookshot Cave.
Oh, that's true.
That's just weird to me.
Yeah.
I hope he hasn't forgotten that he's seen it.
Oh.
Because if he has, then he could find Bombos and then still not act as if he's in go mode.
Yeah. So I guess Jet's just, I guess, 2 items out of go mode, but he should know where Ice Rod is.
Yeah, like he can easily just pick it up on the way to T-Rock. That's not a problem. But I don't know why he decided to do that in the first place. He might have forgotten and realized like 5 seconds after he left. I've done that sometimes.
Maybe he hadn't checked the map yet. I don't know.
Or maybe this is a strategic play to not have the Ice Rod take up a menu spot. So
that could be it. You know, now that I think about it, Jet did check his map a little later on. He might not have known that Turtle Rock was a medallion or pendant or a crystal. Might not have known that T-Rock was a crystal and was just banking on it being a pendant. I don't know. Okay, we have pretty close to a sink in the sink here. Big key.
I actually had a nearly frame for frame stink with Darko in our tiebreaker match in Swamp Palace, like pretty much from the first water switch behind the hammer pegs to getting the compass chest and then diverging in the main room again.
Wow. So Jet, not having picked up map or compass, thinks he might not have to check out the west wing of Swamp Palace. It is more likely that Bombos is upstairs than it is in the west wing, since there are 4 chests counting the boss drop, as opposed to 2 in the west wing. However, if he doesn't find Bombos, if he grabs map or compass and no Bombos, he's going to have to go over there anyway, I'd imagine.
Yeah, this might actually, this is kind of a good play because
Wolfie's doing the same.
If he finds Bombos, if they find Bombos on the way, then they'll just get to skip the west wing for free.
Yeah, there's the toilet paper, so there is 1 item in the west wing. Bombos or not remains to be seen.
Wolfie did check Sahasrara, it was just bombs.
Jet has yet to enter Thieves Town, and we're not sure. There might still be an item in the big chest in Thieves Town that Wolfie has not checked. And so here's the thing. Wolfie's probably more likely to go in the Ice Palace than to go back just to check that 1 chest in Thieves Town, whereas Jet is definitely more likely to go to Thieves Town before Ice Palace. And that's really all Jet has left to do right now. Can't get into the other dungeons. Of course, you know, still has to clear out Swamp Palace, West Wing. I'm being told Ganon has a level in Druid. Warlock makes sense though, I'll give him that. I was going by PHB classes. Alright, that's enough. Alright, we're done talking about dungeons. Oh, not really. For now. Oh, forgot to get the key, Jet. That's kind of funny because he has to get the key the vanilla way. Normally you come in here with hookshot and get the extra key and do a little faster strat.
Oh yeah, but they just use that key on its intended door.
Yeah. Yo, Thaco. You mean base attack bonus? And Wolfie remembering he has to get the key before heading on into the north door, so... Oh, say hi over the ledge, Jet. How you doing down there? Jet's trying to drown Wolfie right now. He doesn't realize Wolfie's got the flippers. Yeah, what if they made like a Link to the Past PvP? Like it would be like GoldenEye, but instead of being a first-person shooter, it would be Link to the Past, and you could like flood floors and stuff to drown people. It'd be great.
Possibly a more violent version of Four Swords.
But they would use all the maps from Link to the Past, so I don't have to learn anything new. Alright, wrong circular thing. That's the wrong cookie. Already getting ready to mirror out here. And just a heart container, so still no Bombos. Looks like it's either going to be in Ice Palace or even perhaps that big chest. Green Pendant Palace, Thieves Town. And like I said, Jet's obviously more likely to go to Thieves Town first. Wolfie will have to wait and see. There's also a Burna Spike Cave.
Oh yes, there is.
Been there yet, but Jet, it does look like he's heading over into Thieves Town.
Spike Cave is so easy to forget, just because usually the first couple times you pass by it, you can't do anything about it.
Wolfie's doing Fat Fairy now, and he's probably going to clean up some more overworld stuff before heading into either dungeon.
That is probably the right call from his point of view.
What, Thieves Town? Or Spike Cave?
Overworld stuff.
Oh, overworld stuff for Wolfie, right.
Yeah, including Spike Cave, I would say.
Yeah, so if Bombos is in Spike Cave, it's likely to go to Wolfie. Not sure what he's planning on checking just yet. But if Bombos is in that big chest here in Thieves Town, it would be a huge advantage for Jet. If Bombos is in Ice Palace, then to be determined.
Nearly every match I've seen in this stage of the tournament has just come down to one crucial decision late game.
Okay, so there's the map already. Don't recall if Compass could be in the big chest here, but we'll find out shortly. And chat reminds us Jet also has to spend a little extra time to get Ice Rod. But I think Bombos being in Thieves Town would be more than enough of an advantage for him. Oh, although Wolfie is Wolfie coming to Thieves Town first? And Wolfie's interesting.
Possibly.
I would have banked on him going to Ice Palace before checking the big chest here.
I don't think it's a bad play. Like, I would probably do something like this. Oh, no, he's passing by it.
Okay, so again, oh, he hasn't checked hammer pegs yet. So yeah, every overworld... Oh, Compass was there, so there is an item in Big Chest in Thieves Town.
He could be going to Thieves Town straight after pegs, though.
Right.
But I don't disagree with it, just because if you do Thieves Town without hammer, and you know there's a possibility that your opponent did it with hammer, then just taking out the possibility, you could be handing a huge advantage to your opponent.
Yeah, so he doesn't mirror here. It looks like he is going to head over to Thieves Town, so which is could be good for him. Every overworld item that Wolfie checks that isn't burn a spike cave is time going to Jet. Alright, so he's going to have to grab the small key from Blind's cell, and then he's going to check the big chest, and if it's Bombos, that would put Jet in go mode minus having to pick up Ice Rod, which he already knows where it is.
If it's there, this is actually going to be very close, because Wolfie's right behind him.
Yeah, Wolfie doesn't have to clear, you know, any of the other stuff. He can run straight to the big chest. Let's see. Okay, so a little high. Oh wait, they're on different floors. Anyway, Jet's got to finish out Thieves Town now, unfortunately, and that'll give Wolfie a head start into either Ice Palace or Spike Cave. And Jet is almost certainly going to check Sahasrara before doing anything else.
I don't quite remember what locations Wolfie has left on the overworld, but
basically anything that requires hammer could be, which isn't much.
That isn't much outside of what he's already done.
Yeah, I think it's just Spike Cave for him, since he's done hammer pegs. He might not have done Bombos?
Yeah, no, he didn't do Bombos.
Or is he gonna flute?
Fluting to 1.
Oh,
okay,
he's
checking
going to Spike Cave. Yeah, so this is, I would say this gives Wolfie an advantage no matter what happens at this point. Because Jet's probably going to go to Spike Cave after dropping off Aghanim here.
Oh no, he's not. He's going to 5. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Alright, did I say Aghanim? I meant the other guy.
Oh no, Jet's going to Sahasrara. That's right.
Yeah.
He's cleared thieves. And he's gonna find bombs, just gonna help him. Yeah, Jet did, or wait, did Wolfie do bombs right before Spawn Palace?
Bombs? So, whoever said Bombos was an Ice Palace, that possibility is getting more and more likely, and Jet not even going to check Spike Cave, unless he did already and we forgot, but either way, I think he's in the right spot. So this is extremely close if Wolfie flutes over to 8 right now. Here we go.
He actually might have. I may vaguely remember that.
Oh
this
boy.
This is really close.
Yeah, it's really tough to route Ice Palace optimally when you're looking for items. And there's a lot of tricky execution in Ice Palace as well.
Yeah. It also depends what items you have, which they both have Hookshot and Cane of Samaria, which are the important things here.
I'd say Butter Sword's up there too. Is that a vanilla compass?
I think is that the compass there? I guess so. So I expect they won't be doing the bomb jump.
Well, Wolfie already set up for it, actually.
Am I behind?
No, Wolfie, by putting a bomb down and hitting that crystal, as he was falling down the hole, he's setting up a bomb jump.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he forgot to get the key from Barry. Oh, Jet, what are you doing? Oh boy, and there goes the lead.
Alright, looks like they're both doing it.
Jet about half a room behind now. There could be a variance in decisions just in routing Ice Palace, so we'll see if one runner makes a different choice here and ends up ahead or behind because of it. No big key yet, so both runners. Oh, they hit the stairs at almost the same time. Jet gained a little bit of time somewhere, then bonked it away.
Alright, using that key to go to the right of the cross hallway.
Oh! Alright, Jet's gonna check that chest on the way back, so if Bamos is one of these two items coming up, that's the lead for Jet. And no, there it is! But Jet again behind by not having picked up Ice Rod yet, so Wolfie still with the advantage actually.
Yeah. I don't know if I agreed with skipping the chest on the floor below. Just because it would have been more time lost if Bamos was there and he had to go back for it.
I mean, I think he was just doing his normal full route. Okay, so who finds the big key first? There are basically two spots where the big key could be that might make a difference. Because all the other chests are checked in generally the same order, but the vanilla big key chest and the one south of the spike button room.
Wow, Wolfie getting just enough magic from the bird to be able to use Ether. Or Balmos, excuse me.
Yeah, it has a green potion from Thieves Town though, but anytime you menu or use an item out of order, that's some time.
Oh, and he's using it right now too.
That's in anticipation of the lighting torches, I suppose?
Yeah, for the compass location, I think.
Actually, it's for this room.
Or if
it's gonna try to one cycle.
Oh yeah, this room as well.
Nice. This chat makes a good point. Jet has to. Oh, big key in the first chest. Jet must know where Ice Palace is, or
Ice Rod.
Hopefully he knows where Ice Palace. But Jet must know where Ice Rod is, otherwise he wouldn't have left Ice Palace immediately like he did.
I think if you didn't know where Ice Palace is, there's probably something wrong with your tracker.
I don't think he uses. Well, he uses the tracker, but not the map. He actually uses version 3.
Oh, so do I actually.
He doesn't use the bunny version. Although I like the new version because you can keep track of where the crystals are and the medallion requirements.
I personally, that's too much stuff for me to click on, and those aren't hard to keep track of in my head, but some might disagree.
Well, that's why I put the download link for version 3 back up, because people would ask for it. Wolfie, didn't even see him hit that switch. Or wait, you don't have to hit the switch because of the big key location. You never hit. Okay, I've played this game before.
That actually trips me out pretty often. I just automatically hit that switch because that's what you do in NMG runs.
Now that's how you get past all those guys. I think wulfy83 a little faster here. Both runners opting for silver arrow strats here. Jet firing an arrow into the wall for good luck. Alright, Jet will be the first one to finish victorious here, but one more time, I feel the need to remind everybody that he's supposed to grab Ice Rod.
Hopefully he remembers. 'Cause I know he knows he needs to grab it, but you could still have a brain fart and forget on the way to T-Rock.
Yeah. Although he could leave a portal on the ledge, right? And then, oh no, because you'd have to go back into Dark World to get Ice Rod, so that would take the portal away.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll be fine though. He's an experienced player.
I mean, he should pick up the rock and go into Dark World from this side. But even if he's in Light World when he gets to the top of the mountain, he will have to actually see the Ice Rod on the ledge and be like, wait a minute, I need to go get that. So he's gonna see it up there, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, like he knows he's in go mode, obviously. But I guess he just didn't think of warping at the bottom of Death Mountain being faster in this case.
Might not be, honestly.
I still think it is, because I think the difference between top and bottom warp is small enough that he's losing even more time on it now.
Yeah. Maybe warp just so you don't have to deal with the dead rocks. That probably makes up all the time.
Oh, I suppose, yeah, he still has to open Turtle Rock first. That could be part of it. Because you'd have to mirror again to get on top of here to open Turtle Rock. He's gonna have to go back on top to get back into Dark World anyway.
No,
he won't. Still mirror at
wait.
Ice Rod, and then he'll just.
I always forget. I know there's like a ledge you can drop off of. I always forget if it's in the Light World or Dark World of the floating island.
It's in the Dark World.
Oh well, there you go, Jet. That's why Jet is ahead of me in this tournament. Yeah, I see it now. Okay, so good on Jet.
Still don't know why he got this later, but that's something to ask him after, I suppose.
Yeah. No, I don't know if he lost enough time that he would have been in the lead at this point, but it definitely lost him some time.
It lost him the time of, it actually really, it lost him screen transition time. Actually, no, it lost him.
I'd say,
it lost him a bit more than that. Yeah, that as well.
But if he had gotten it early, he wouldn't have been ahead to begin with, I think. He just would have been slightly behind instead of fairly
more visibly behind. No, he just did it for the sake.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Probably what it was. He knew.
He's doing it for you guys.
Wanted to put on a good show. But yeah, I don't think that would have made a difference. I think the time that he lost from not getting Ice Rod when he should have is insignificant compared to.
So far, depending on Wulfy's execution from this point.
Yeah.
But both of these runners are pro. I don't expect too bad to happen. Cross my fingers.
Oh, Jet trying to do hookshot stress in the roller room and getting rolled on. Taking hits on the way back. I find it interesting he didn't just equip Cane or Cape.
That's true, because he's got the magic refill there. So you think a big chest gamble might make the difference here? Oh, never mind. There's already 2 keys for Wolfie.
Yeah.
So never mind. Forget it.
They've got to be wondering where the other person's at, though, because they've had to dive into every dungeon. They've both cleared Thieves Town and Eastern. They cleared Eastern a long time ago, but
Flippers were at Eastern though, so
yeah.
But it was, I think Thieves Town was the Wild Goose Chase.
It was, and then both of them having to go deep into Ice Palace afterwards.
Breeze.
They might both think that they lost a lot of time compared to each other. But maybe not. Ice Palace is generally a dungeon that you shove off to the side until you really have to do it.
Yeah, let's not forget, as chat mentions, Jet lost a lot of time fighting that Aghanim.
Oh, that's true. And he's determined that the other items he's gotten that it wasn't required.
Right. That might prompt Jet to do a Ganon's Tower gamble. You know, just for the viewers. Cheer him on, guys, but no spoilers in his chat.
I'd like to see diverging paths.
A solid Trinex so far from Wolfie here. That'll be Crystal, the 7th and final Crystal for Wolfie here, so you guys in chat know what that means. Get your guesses in. Where is that big key in Ganon's Tower? Type out your guesses from 1 to 22. Maybe we could get like a Nightbot function that gives people like a high five if they guess right.
A high five. Is that somebody just passing by them at the same time as them?
No, I mean like Feasel personally goes over, like drives over to your house and gives you a high five in person. Alright. Zero cycle Trinex for Jet here. Oh, wait, is that a zero cycle if he lunges at the end there?
No, it's not. It's a 1 cycle. Zero cycle Trinex is actually pretty difficult. Much more difficult than 1 cycle tempered.
Alright, Wolfie's gonna skip the 2 chests on the east side. Or unless he's gonna get a key first. No way! Unbelievable.
I call hacks.
Babacide required, guys. Sorry.
Well, we're not even gonna go anywhere near Bob. Wow, that I feel like Jet is gonna. Oh, if Jet does the right side, he's in a lot of trouble.
Well, if he's lucky, he won't find a key. The
That's
Samaria
true.
room. So who guessed 1? Anybody guess 1?
Like, not only was the big key really early on left side, but Wolfie went straight there instead of doing the customary. Is that the right word in this case? Well, check out the first 2 chests in right side.
Conventional, maybe is the word you. But customary works too.
I think it does. I didn't want to say mandatory. I wanted to make sure that that's not what that meant.
Alright, fortunately no small key for Jet, so he's gonna have to get that bonk big key.
Yeah, unfortunately, going and checking those 2 chests first cost him additional time compared to Wolfie. This is gonna be extremely tough to make back.
Yeah, it's really Wulfy's race to lose at this point.
Especially, like, they both have Buttersword, they both have Silvers.
Fairy in a bottle, red potion.
Yep.
Silver arrows.
And like with the skill these runners have, I don't see the tides turning at this point, personally.
Yeah, so I would say the big difference in this race was that decision to fight Aghanim.
Yeah, that caused Jet several minutes. And look at how close this is, despite that. I mean, it's close in the sense where if we're talking about a time sink, like fighting Aghanim, it's close despite that, but it's not close in terms of somebody possibly overtaking the lead at this point.
We didn't get a Sprite despawn for Wulfy either, so good for him.
I just don't think Wulfy's gonna fall on Ganon. I don't think it's gonna happen. It could, but I don't think it will.
Yeah, least of all not with silver arrows. Remembers to get that magic drop too.
He could fall on
Oh man! Got hit 3 times, but managed to hold on.
That I would believe more.
Oh, skipping the validation chest.
Well, what's he gonna find in there? Red mail?
Quarter magic.
He's got silvers, he doesn't need quarter magic.
Another sword.
I'm not a fan of the validation chest, personally. A certain wizard seed has punished me heavily for that opinion, but I still stand by it.
Is that the one where Cape was in there?
Yes.
I'm not really a big fan of it either, but just trying to get the chat riled up here.
And yet another community that wants me banned. Oh wow, right. Jet skipping it as well. I know he's not a fan of it either.
Elm, I'll grant you a Paradin.
Thank you, Judge Cross.
Already into phase 3 for Ganon here for Wulfy. Now Jet having a pretty good Agate 2 fight though, but it's too little too late unfortunately.
I'd like to see a Wizrobe seed where the validation chest just has a floating check mark in it.
Triple? Oh, single.
Oh. That was prime for a double. I'm surprised he didn't get that.
Yeah, I thought he might even get a triple out of it. Alright, Ganon is defeated. Mission was completed successfully.
GG to Wulfy, with an official SRL time of 1:44.05. Congrats to him on winning game 1. Jet's close behind.
Yeah,
Are they
already in
scheduled
the
game
phase
2
2.
yet?
No, only thing on the schedule right now is 2 races between Cruel and Ajneb. Those are going to be Thursday and Friday at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to go a whole day tomorrow without any randomizer tournament. Unless Jet and Wulfy decide to schedule one of their races. Or, who else is slacking right now? Evil Ash versus Newbie, Pika Pals versus N4H. Andy with a 4, if you will. ACM and Wild Anaconda have to face off.
Sacrifice homecoming.
I guess Mike the V and Christos Owen could schedule a match, but they'll probably wait for round 2 to finish up before they do that.
See Jet's standing a little... hopefully he isn't standing too high up. Oh no, he's already done. I know he's not gonna fall.
Yeah. Did you know that you
Spoilers.
can bonk? Like if you stand on that little staircase to the left or right, like with the hole to the left and right, you can dash to the side and you'll actually bonk, not run into the hole. You guys should try it. Next time you're in like a really close race, you should try jumping in there.
I don't believe you. Anyways, Jet finishes with an SRL time of 1:45.35. Pretty close race in the end, although with the items they had, it wasn't likely that the lead is going to change hands. But still,
Right.
overall, given
A lot of safeties.
Their divergence throughout, it's pretty close in the end.
Yeah.
I guess I'm in the IRC, so I guess I should invite them in here.
Yep.
See if they want to tell us their thoughts. See if Jet wants to explain why he left the ice rod for dead. Oh, they're in the waiting room, so I'll just drag them in here.
Hey, I know that song. GG Wulfy.
That is...
It's a classic.
Anyways, yeah, so what are your guys' thoughts on this race?
Hey Wulfy, do you want to turn your TV down? Maybe that's just how Wulfy speaks now. Like he's been doing so much randomizer practice, it's all he can say. It's the credits music.
Is that better?
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Okay.
I made a lot of bad calls.
Same.
It was a pretty close race nonetheless.
Yeah, very close.
Well, when I was going through Swamp, I was wondering if I should risk Ice Palace before Thieves. I was really leaning towards it because I'm like, well, that's probably going to be the last place Wulfy decides to check because who wants to do Ice to look for one thing? But I couldn't justify it. 5 items versus 3. I can't do it.
Wulfy even made a second trip into Thieves Town after finding the hammer just to check the big chest, hoping he wouldn't have to go in the Ice Palace.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if I didn't kill Aghanim.
Yeah, killing Aghanim set you back a few minutes.
That was a 3-minute loss. And it was more because I didn't feel like farming for rupees. So I'm like, well, let's just go kill Aghanim. It's Quake. Maybe that's necessary. What was that?
Yeah, it sounded like Wolfie was saying something. Are you there, Wolfie?
Yep, but no, I wouldn't say anything.
Okay. Yeah, so... Jet, I don't believe you checked the Master Sword pedestal, did you?
Yeah, I did. Right after Skull Woods.
Of course, it was Coach Cash.
Yeah, like always.
Could have been Bombos.
Well, that was my thought. That was the only thing I needed at that point. I actually got Hammer not too long.
Yeah, you had Hammer well before Wolfie did, so Wolfie was actually looking for Hammer and Bombos, so if Bombos turned out to be the big chest in Thieves Town, that would have been really big for you, Jet. We were wondering why you didn't grab Ice Rod immediately,
I forgot. I did a lot of mistakes. I fluted a couple extra times because I'm like, no, wait, I want to go here. No, wait, I want to go over there. And it's just... Overall, I must have been out of it because I knew Ice Rod was up there and I completely forgot. I just left like autopilot, done checking Hookshot Cave, get out. And then later on, I'm like, oh, I forgot the guy Ice Rod while I was up there.
What were you saying, Wolfie?
Yeah, like as soon as I could, I went and checked the northwest corner of Desert as a bunny, and went to see if like the Moon Pearl was up there. But that kind of discouraged me from making a second trip to Mire to get the hammer, so probably set me back more than it helped.
Yep, looks like we lost Elminster. Do you guys have any idea when you might be scheduling race number 2?
We'll chat about it soon.
Like 10 minutes from now?
Yeah, probably.
Just... I mean the match 10 minutes. I was just kidding though.
Oh, no.
I don't know, man. Chat, you think you can talk these guys into it?
No, I don't do 2 races in a row.
Yeah, it can be really confusing. Alright, 17 bonks from Wolfie, pretty good. And let's see his menu time here. 0 deaths, 340 menu time, pretty good. Alright, so Wolfie, anything that you learned from this race? Any little pointers that maybe came up that some of the runners who are prospective runners in chat might want to look out for next time they're doing a race?
Don't forget to check the hut west of Mire.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a good one.
It's a really quick check. It's 2 items. It's close to a flute location, so definitely one of the spots you want to check early on.
You know, I was thinking the whole time in this the seed, there was a lot of items that you could see. Like Fire Rod was sitting in the open, Ice Rod, Mushroom, Quake, and I had to remember at the beginning, like, okay, don't forget to get this. Maybe I'll need that.
Silver arrows too.
Silver arrows, yep. I actually got it after I did Eastern.
Yeah, you wanted to grab it for Agate Tower.
Went and got it before doing Landmos.
Yeah. Aghanim Tower killed me. I think the old logic, though, it tends to favor putting an item. I think that the most common location for an item to be located is actually on Pyramid.
Elminster was saying something to that effect. Neither of us were sure exactly how the item placement algorithm worked in version 18, or works in this version, to be honest, but he had heard. We had 19 bonks from Jet, and a 3:11:24 menu time.
Sorry to abandon you guys. My internet decided to fall to Ganon. Oh yeah, did we ask about the Ice Rod thing?
Yeah, we asked about it.
That was me brain farting.
Did you realize, like, right after you left?
I realized it somewhere. I was looking at my tracker, and I was like, wait, why is Ice Rod not filled out? Oh, no. So I was looking to see how many items I had left at that point. And the reason I got Hammer so early is I wanted to see if either of the locations required Quake. Like, I wanted to know right away so I could put it into my route to pick up Quake. So that's probably why I lucked out into getting Hammer so soon.
Yeah, that's great information to have, for sure, because like lets you know whether you have to do that, and also lets you know when you're in go mode the moment that you get your last item.
I did think about doing the bunny mire for you know, just to check that one thing that you checked, Wolfie, first, since we got mirror right away, but instead I'm like, I want to go get a crystal dungeon, do Tower Hera where there's more items first, and then if I get nothing, that's probably a location of Moon Pearl at that point.
Yeah, we were kind of thinking it was going to be there.
Yeah, it's probably a better call because that spot in the northwest isn't going anywhere, so no real reason to check it quickly.
So it was a close race. I knew coming in this would be a close race. Wolfie's very good.
Yeah, I think your seed numbers as well as your usernames are only separated by 1, I believe. So you're seed number 4 and Wolfie was seed number 5, isn't that right?
Yep.
Probably, I don't know.
And Jet's 82 and Wolf is 83. Jet was 82 years old when he made his username, I guess.
That's a good guess.
I'm curious why the 0 is in there, the leading 0.
This is an old AOL screen name, and Jet082 was taken. So I'm like, let's add a 0.
AOL.
AOL. Yep, those were the days.
Well, AOL's got a W added to it, so...
WayOL?
No, it's gone AWOL.
AWOL? Yeah, I got
AWOL,
it. I got it right after I didn't get it.
That was like just a tiny bit too obscure.
No, I got it. It took me a second. Alright, so let's take a look at the old Speed Gaming schedule and see what's going to be coming up on this channel here. Make sure you give both of these runners a follow, wulfy83 and Jet082. These guys are going to be putting some practice in the next couple of days, I imagine, as this was only game 1 of a best-of-3 series. And also, the winner of this series will either have to go up against ACMLM or Wild Anaconda 69, 2 of the premier runners in this tournament. Alright, so it looks like we actually have DKC coming up on this channel in a couple minutes. We have Banjo-Kazooie going on our sister channel, Speed Gaming 2, at this moment. And we got some Zero Mission Pokemon Red tomorrow. If you guys want to check that out. Next link to the past randomizer scheduled is 1 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Time on Thursday, and another one Friday at the same time. So stick around here if you want to watch Donkey Kong Country. Go to Speed Gaming 2 if you want to check out Banjo-Kazooie. And give a follow to both channels, give a follow to both the runners, and give a follow to Elminster. And also, as always, shout outs to Feasel for running things behind the scene, and shout outs to my favorite tracker, Emetron. Emetatron. Emetatron.
What? The tracker's not supposed to talk.
Oh,
boy.
Give a follow to our commentators and our tracker. Because they earned it.
I do notice cross-product forgot to mention people to follow himself. That's probably because everyone is already following him.
Yeah. They have to get the tracker, so they'll get a follow while they're there.
Hey, if I could force people to follow me to get the tracker, maybe I would. Okay. Alright guys, we're gonna leave you for now. Stick around, DKC will be coming up in just another minute. Any final words for anybody here, Elminster?
I'm good.
Alright then, you all have yourselves a fantastic evening. See you next mission.
See ya. GG.